What's up, everyone? And this is Next Level Thinking. What's up, everyone? It's another episode of Next Level Thinking, where we always bring you inspired guests to take you to the next level. It's your host, Chris Holmes, as always, but today I have a special guest by the name of
GT.
Awesome. So, to let the round started, tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a Nigerian Italian.
Okay.
I live in the state now, and just living my dream, man.
Hey, that's what we always love to hear, is like somebody living their dream. You said Nigeria, so how is it like over there? Like international?
It's been a while, man. I left over there like years ago. Moved to Europe, started my life again. But it's pretty much cool there,
Awesome.
just like everywhere else.
Yeah. And like, what exactly is like your dream, so like the audience gets a little bit more understanding? Because like we heard you in the beginning pursuing the dream and things like that, but help the audience know exactly what your dream is.
Well, my dream is something I can't tell nobody.
Okay.
But a dream should be something, you really know you want to achieve within you, because there's no point for me personally, there's no point in you like telling people, hey, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this, I'm one of those people, I don't like talking about it, but I always like showing people. Yeah.
That way you can see and think the journey and things like
Exactly.
that. So now I understand where you're coming from. Yes. So with that, like, do you feel like when it comes to that, like, especially like in these times, like more people just need to step forth into their dreams and making their actions speak for themselves? Because a lot of times you have people just, let's say, you probably laugh at this, they jump in front of a yacht, or not a yacht, but like a jet at an airport, take a picture, put it on Instagram, and then like leave that and it's not really there.
Yeah. I really think people need to start living their dream instead of talking their dream. It's two different things. You can't say you want to be a doctor, let the whole world know, and at the end of the day you ain't gonna be a doctor. So you know what you want to achieve. Like, I personally wanted to be a chef. I wasn't kind of telling people, hey, I want to be a chef, I want to be a chef. But I had to put in work and let that work speak for you as your dream.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, that putting in work and action is what it really comes down to.
Exactly.
Because you can speak about it like all day, but if there is no action behind it, they're gonna be like, we hear you talking about it, but
where's your dream? Exactly. So that's my point. But I have a dream. Okay, everyone has a dream. But my dream personally is to, be out there, build something. My major dream is to build something for my generations unborn.
For the future and things
For the
like
future, because I never had such opportunity. So that's my major dream. So that means
it's like leaving a legacy.
Exactly.
And then you actually setting the standard. It's like, okay, my father and mother have achieved this much in life. Now what can you do? What's next?
Exactly.
Like, instead of just like starting over from scratch, you're like, okay, I built this. Now what can you do for your kids?
Exactly. It's just like you're saying, something they can live on after you're gone. You know what I mean? Just like, you have a lot of companies out there. For example, McDonald's. I think he has already paid. That's a dream. A dream that is generation to come. Still will be eating for me. That's what I call dream.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That way, like, others can follow behind that
Exactly.
pathway. And with him, of course, the big franchise at McDonald's, other people can have jobs, and they can have their ground start or like push it to like some later on, like store manager and things like that. It all starts with something small, because I read a little story and then this research on it, and it started off with him just basically doing small like items like food and things like that, and then just selling to your local people and things like that. And who could imagine it went from something small like that to just a huge franchise?
Exactly.
Yeah. So when it comes to obtaining that dream and much more, like, what is some of the challenges that people may face? Like, tell the audience so they know.
Well, a lot of people, when you have a dream, you going it comes with a lot of obstacles because good things don't come easy. So you got your friends, so-called people that says they're your friends, you know, telling you can't do it because they think you cannot do it, think it's not achievable. But nothing is impossible, totally.
I want to drill into that. Do you think that's because of their own self-doubt that they say you can't do it at times?
Yes. And also because they rely on people's opinion. You know, I read the book, it says, never let other people's opinion be your reality. When other people's opinion becomes your reality, then you messed up.
You're done.
You're done.
You're basically letting them control your life.
Exactly.
You may have a dream that you have and what you see is more possible and within you, but you're letting outside of views say like, well, you say this, but I think you should go this way.
Exactly.
And it's not you.
Another obstacle I think we have out there when you're facing your dream is, you know, people not believing in themselves first.
I think that's a really big one.
If you never believe that you can do something, that you can achieve something, nobody else is gonna believe that. So you gotta believe it first, then other people start believing, start investing in your dream.
You're your best investment, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I want to do this, or like, I had this best product. Like, do you even like the product? It's okay.
That means you don't believe in it. So if you don't believe in it, tell me how people gonna buy into your product.
Yeah,
It ain't gonna work.
it's not.
So
Because they're trusting you. Like, you're trying to present something to them, and like you're their source, and you don't have no confidence in it.
exactly.
You're like, so if you don't like it, why should I?
That's it. Yeah. So it's something you gotta believe in your dream. You know, no matter how big or how small your dream is. If your dream is to have the biggest restaurants, the most, I don't know, a restaurant with a Michelin star, or you know what your dream is. Or no matter what your dream is, never stop believing. You know, never doubt yourself. Like, don't feel, you know, you can't achieve this. Don't feel because of your background. Don't feel because your parents never had such an opportunity. It does not mean you ain't gonna have it. It just depends on you to believe, and you know, you succeed.
Yep, and I completely agree with that because, and then you get another key point is like how people allow their past,
So
you know,
thanks.
yeah, to determine their future. Everybody has a past.
Oh, yeah.
But in reality, the past is in the past. So why hold on to that? I mean, of course, it can mold you and things like that, but let it go and keep moving forward. We all are going to make mistakes.
Oh, yeah.
But the funny thing is, like when you make mistakes, that's how you learn. If I like always hitting on this little, and I like example. Like when you're in a classroom and you brought some new material, you don't know anything about it.
No.
The teacher explains it to you, and you try, and you make mistakes, and then the teacher comes back, guys, did it the right way, show the steps, and you try again. You get a little bit better, you may still make the mistakes, but then you ask for help, questions, things like that, and then you get a little bit better until you get to the point where, hey, I got it, and now you learn the material, and now you move forward. And I feel like we need to start treating life the same way. Like, don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to venture out, because I feel like the biggest destroyer of dreams is fear.
That's true. That's true. Fear is not real, trust me. It's just a shadow. Fear is just like a shadow. When you see your shadow coming up to you, but your shadow is not real. You're the real you. So that's my definition of fear. Fear is just unreal. It's just, you know, you looking at your shadow and it's like, I was watching a video yesterday. I saw this baby, beautiful baby. I think she should be like 2 years old. She was running and crying. Then I saw that like, wow, why is she running and crying? Because she was looking at her shadow. That's the fear. She was scared of her shadow. So until you like keep on looking at your shadow, trust me, you do.
And I'm gonna add something to that. Your shadow's gonna always be attached.
Always.
Always. And I feel like a lot of times when we look at our successful people, we feel like, oh, they don't have to deal with that no more. No, they still have to. Like, they just know how to handle it. They don't allow fear or what's going around stop them from keeping moving
That's
forward.
true. That's true. Yeah, that's true. So fear, it's a big obstacle towards you achieving your dream. But trust me, it ain't real. It's fake.
It's just
Fear is just totally fake. It's just an illusion that never exists. You know, like I had the opportunity of, how will I put it? After my college education, I had the opportunity being presented to me, and I was the only one that looked, let me say, different, because everybody else got connection. They know people that can, you know, make them get the opportunity easily. And yeah, someone that works, go to school, just about to finish college,
right?
And I don't have connection like that in high places. My only connection is God.
Okay. So that's all you need.
Most times it's all you need, trust me.
All you need.
So I had to take this opportunity, but I was kind of scared because I was like, okay, look at me, I don't have nobody, I'm black, I was the only black guy there. But if I had let that
fear set
in, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have achieved what I've achieved. And trust me, I got into it. It was the other obstacle. I had to overcome that. I had to show them, look, I got this, I can do it. No matter, it's not a question of race, it's not a question of color, it's not a question
It's
of...
just like getting it done.
Yeah, I want it, I'm hungry for it, and I'm going to get it.
The hunger.
So,
and that's the biggest thing, is you got to have the hunger for it. It's
sure.
like, how bad do you really want it? And it reminds me of the quote by Eric Thomas.
As bad as you want to breathe. As bad as you want to breathe, you got to be hungry for it. You got to feel like, you know what, without that, you ain't going to leave. You got to be like a lion. When a lion is hungry and sees the prey, it puts in work, it puts in energy to make sure
that prey does not
escape. And he knows when he gets the prey, he's going to regain his strength back. So that's how people got to attack their dreams.
You just got to want it.
Because
if you really think about it, I guarantee you, there's like millions of people probably wanting something similar, where you just got to fight and prove, like, okay, I should have this, but how much work are you going to put in to get it besides the next person? Because like, if you can use sports, like if you think about like all the people that want to go pro in football, basketball, be a track athlete, and many more. I mean, you have plenty of kids, millions.
Yep.
But how much work are you gonna get putting in? Like how much work you gonna put in after hours when everybody's asleep? Like when everybody's, I know school's starting, but like when school is out, are you still putting the work? Are you still making your skills better and things like that? Because that is what is gonna make you different from the rest of the competition. Because while they're resting, you're working. You're working.
Yeah. And in addition to what you just said, you know, I believe personally, the sky is not the limit, okay? The sky is too big. That's how will I put this? There's bread.
Let's go.
There is bread for everyone, okay? It's like the sky. Have you ever seen the sky? When you see the sky, you got like birds flying. There's room for everybody. You know, you just got to be on your own lane. Focus, be consistent, you know, making sure you good, you know. You don't have to run other people's race. Everybody
run your own race.
Run your own race. You know, that's how the birds in the sky do. You never see a bird eating another bird causing accident. They all fly, they all got wings.
Yes.
They stay on their own lane. And they know where they, how will I put it? They probably know where they're heading to. So, you know,
just gotta
take off, be consistent, focus. You know, you're gonna be discouraged sometimes.
It comes with it, but you gotta keep fighting through.
Yeah, exactly. So you just need to pray to God to give you that strength.
Keep moving forward. And I definitely, and like to add on to like the example you were given, it's like I'm pretty sure plenty of people have rode on a plane, and like it's nothing like, okay, you really see how big the world is when you're on that plane and you're taking off. And when you get to like, was it like 30,000, 40,000 feet in the air?
You start,
yeah, you see how big this world actually is.
Exactly.
And you're like, man, I'm just a small piece of this huge, great planet.
That's
and
right.
so like, you got to think of like the endless possibilities of what you can do, because your only limit is yourself. But don't set no limits, just do it. Because even the people that are at the top, they're constantly challenging themselves to go even more bigger. And
Exactly,
you have
exactly.
people who have won championship rings, and they still hungry, because that keeps them competitive. Because the moment that they relax, say, "Oh, I can
That's
rest,"
it.
that's when their competition is slowly creeping back up.
That's true. That's true. So, yeah. So it's, I'm like, you just gotta be, you know what you want to achieve. No matter how hard it is, no matter what kind of obstacle, there will always be obstacle. Okay,
Always.
I ain't gonna be telling you there it's not gonna be obstacle.
So
Even
I'll
in
be
your
a sunny-
relationship, anything, your personal life, private, financial life, there's always gonna be an obstacle. It's how you kind of attack it, how you handle it. Okay, when you know you have a dream, you wanna, for example, own a good restaurant. It's not easy. Okay, I've known a lot of people that come to me personally. Hey, they got money, they want to open a restaurant. If I can help them out, this and that. I'm like, first of all, you got to believe it. I can help you, but if you don't believe it, if you don't see it, you're going to, like, I give you 2 years, you're going to waste a whole lot of money.
Crash and burn.
So you got to believe it. First of all, you got to see it. You got to, it comes with work too. You don't need to. I only see myself as the. You got to see yourself as the only competition you got. You got to compete, make a competition with yourself. Okay. The fact that we're in the same business does not mean we're not both going to succeed. We're both going to succeed if we put in work. I don't need to see you as my rival. I don't need to see you as, my enemy. Even me seeing you gives me inspiration to be better. Trust me, because I always want to be the best. Like, anything I do, all I see is me. I always tell people, I'm not against you or whatever, but all I see now is me. You got to see yourself, like, that what you want to achieve, Stay focused, be on your lane, and that's it,
That's how you get better.
Yeah.
You're always trying to strengthen this. It's like, okay, I did this great thing, everybody talking about it, but I feel I can do better.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
that just goes back to what we were saying earlier, that hunger, that drive and ambition and much more to get where you need to do.
Yeah.
Because
correct.
at the same time, while you're doing all of that, you're inspiring so many others.
Exactly.
So with this, I'm gonna hit you on one more other question. Is like, who are your top 3 people that you listen to now? Now I know that may be a hard choice.
No.
Narrow down to 3. Oh yeah.
No.
All right.
Nah. I listen to my mom, man.
Boom.
She's my inspiration.
Okay.
Like, every day I talk to her, she's in Europe, but whenever she talks to me, it's like she's always dropping something. Hey, you got to, she's always motivating me. She's one of my why. When you ask people, what's your why?
Yes.
She's one of my why, man.
Your why is gonna keep you going.
She keeps me going, man. And I also listen to, I got a lot of people, like, I'm reading about some like, I read some books now, and but most people I listen to, first thing I wake up in the morning, I listen to Eric Thomas.
Okay.
I listen to Les Brown.
Oh man, you hit me.
So those are the people, for the past 5 years, me listening to them, my life I've never been the same. These are people, they keep on reminding you
That is possible.
It is possible. If they can come out from a situation where you far way better than them, that means you can achieve better than them.
Exactly. It's like your life is based on your perspective.
Exactly.
You can be, let's say, in just like Eric Thomas' situation, homeless, eating out of trash cans, and still see, I can be great. When everybody else says like, oh, it's it, he believes in himself like, I can be great.
That's why you gotta believe in yourself. Nobody else is going to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. It's like when you don't put work into something, you never expect other people to put work into it. That's a wrong investment for me.
Yeah.
So so you are listening to these people. You gotta, you gotta have somebody up that's have the right message for you. These are the 2 people that have the right message for me. Other people, there are a lot of speakers out there, motivational speakers out there.
But
These people, they really,
speak
you know,
to
when you see somebody gets you, like really, I would like to say, really gets your attention, steal your attention when he's speaking, you know. These are the two people, Eric Thomas, Les Brown, you know.
in your mouth.
And my mother.
You better say that. I'm just messing with you. So, like, with that closing out, any last remarks you want to leave the audience? Of course, you left tremendous amount of value, inspiration, but like any like last words you want to put to like live and think on as they we end this little episode.
Yeah. I would like to say, you know, no matter how big or no matter what your dream is, it is possible. And you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta make sure you know, working towards your dream in achieving whatsoever you want to achieve. It's possible. The only obstacle you're gonna have towards achieving those dreams is you. So you got to think about that, you know, think about the next level. What I'm thinking about now at this point of my life is always the next level. So when I get to the next level, what's the next level? What's the next level? You got to set up goals. You know what you want to achieve, you know. You don't want to be, how will I say, you got to create time for you, you know. Like, I got a lot of friends, but honestly, I spend more time investing in myself than investing in my friends, and they know it. When we have fun, but you got to create time you got to know this life isn't a race, but you don't want to come to this life and living without dropping something. You don't just want to, as my mom always tell me something, you don't just want to exist.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, you don't just want to exist. Okay, he came, he's gone, glory be to God. Now, what do you want people to remember you for? You know, how have you impacted people's life, like, positively? How have you changed people's life, you know? And that's what I really call success. Success is not even having $1 million in your pocket. It's not even having $1 billion. It's not even being the richest man on earth. But it's how much life you've affected through your success. Because those success are going to continue living after you're gone. So...
End note. So with that said, might drop, you know, goofy. All right, we're gonna end it up, you know, tremendous amount of value. You know, subscribe to the podcast. We're gonna have a Spotify, YouTube, and much more. It's your host Chris Holmes, bringing you inspirational guests and my special guest by the name of
GT.
All right, peace and much